Hello everybody, my name's Sarah Morgan. I am creator and founder of Mastering the Art of Manifesting. I'm a manifesting and law of attraction coach, and I'm about to be bringing on the gorgeous Katie Helliwell to join me today. Katie is a psychic medium and business coach, and she is creator and founder of Spirits and White Feathers. And Katie and I are live today with part 2 of our biz camp, and I'm just going to bring Katie on because the way we coach business, as well as all things that we coach, the way we coach business is very different. It's about ditching the old schools of thoughts. I'm adding you in, Katie, and law of attraction and spirit, and really leveraging them. Yay!
Sorry, baby.
For those that are watching this and wondering what we're cheering about, we just tried to go live and I couldn't bring Katie on for some reason, but we're both live at the same time now. Yay!
I'm currently
So let's
device in the house, so let me just turn all the other devices off. I've got them all on.
In the meantime, I'll do an introduction. So tell us how you are today, tell us where you're from, if you're watching the replay, comment #replay. And today is part 2 of our biz camp, and we've got some exciting stuff to tell you today that is going to be happening next week as well. And yeah, so basically I'm a law of attraction coach, Katie's a psychic medium, and what we have found is working with law of attraction and spirit together is beyond powerful. And you don't have to be really into the woo-woo. Katie and I are very passionate about demystifying law of attraction and spirit, and we like to think we're relatively normal, because these are energy fields. Sorry.
That's debatable.
True. Okay. Hello. I forgot what I was going to say now. So yeah, we're very passionate about demystifying this stuff because they're just energy fields, and from a scientific point of view, there is lots of evidence now. It's like science is catching up with all of this. There's lots of evidence that really reinforces all these different energy fields. The whole universe is made up of energy, and working with law of attraction and spirit are just 2 incredibly powerful energy fields that you can tap into. And Katie and I have had rapid, huge, massively fulfilling business success and growth in a very short amount of time, and people are always asking us what we've actually done to achieve that. And we work very differently. I have zero strategy. I just work with what the universe and spirit guides me to do. I weave in strategy if it's guided for me to do so, but I don't have really any business plan. I literally just move with what spirit and universe guide me to do. Katie is the same on her end, and that is the secret to our success. And we want to teach you how to access these energy fields to have the same delicious success and fulfillment in your businesses, because there's no point having huge business success if your heart's not singing whilst you're doing it. And that is what Katie and I are passionate about. We're passionate about getting you to find your passions and to move with those as well. And so that's a bit of background about us. What we want to do today, as we did last week, we had a bit of a biz camp warm-up session. We're doing the same today, where Kate is going to tune into spirit, I'm going to tune into the universe, and we will answer your questions bespoke to you, to guide you. We're going to thrash out some of your questions. You can start posting questions now. We want to thrash out some of your questions, and then, very excitingly, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be coming on and actually getting you moving in your businesses, and actually get you playing and having fun with all of these energy fields, and actually encouraging you to be accountable and have lots of fun, basically. And very excitingly, this is all leading up to our Limitless in Business Academy. It's a new academy that's launching on Monday, the 28th of January. For the next 12 days, you can access that academy at a reduced rate. There's special offers if you sign up within the next 12 days. In future, the academy will be a higher investment. Also, it won't be live, it will be self-study only. And also, because Katie and I are business besties, the universe and spirit guided us last week to create a business bestie special offer as well. So you can learn more at masteringtheartofmanifesting.com. if you look under the Work With Me Directly tab. And at the end of this live, I will post the link to all of the information about that academy now. But if you are pulled and urged to leap, follow that universal and spirit guidance. Katie and I are so passionate about helping millions to step into their true passions and purposes, and we would love to work with you. So we've got loads of you saying hi, so I'm just going to quickly skim through. We've already got the questions coming through, but hi Gary, hi Kathy, hi Sarah, Nikki, Karen, Beth, Chester, Amy, gosh, there's tons of you. Sol, Brian, I was going to say Brian, Sarah, Carmen, Amy, Jan. Oh, it's so lovely to have
Oh, we've got everyone here. It's amazing. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Sorry about Spirit not letting me in, but obviously they were waiting for somebody to come on. I, really just get patient with them now. Like, okay, I'm obviously meant to wait 5 minutes, so I'll go with it. So as Sarah says, these sessions are ahead of our course, which is coming up on the 28th of January, which is called Limitless in Business. Woohoo! We can't wait to get started. We love coaching you all and sharing our knowledge, our skills, because we believe that this is open to everyone. You don't have to be a master of law of attraction to have success with it and to be able to practice it. You don't need to be a psychic medium to inject spirit into your business and use your guardian angels to guide you. You really don't. So we're going to coach you on what we do, how we've had the success we have. And if you don't know us, then please look us up on our website and the links will be there. Get to know us, get to see how we work and what we've achieved so far, so you can really feel into us. Because I'm a great believer that people need to see someone and feel into their energy before they start working with them. So get to know us. And please, if you have any questions, post them below and we will answer them if there's anything personal you want to know. Now, the Academy, just to make it really clear, it's for you lovely people that are working already in your businesses with passion. So you've found your passion, you've got it, you're doing it day to day, you love it, but there's something just missing. Maybe you're working that little bit too hard. Maybe you're thinking, where do my clients come from? How can I get onto the next big thing? Maybe your inspiration or your ideas are stopping. So this is the course for you if that's you. So if you're struggling at the moment and you have a passion and you're working with your passion and you know it's what you want to do, but there's something missing, get those questions come in. Let us help you. You've got us here for the next hour. We want to help you and answer as many things as possible. So please keep them coming. Also, if you find this inspirational and you liking what you're hearing, please share it with your friends and please share it in groups that you feel will benefit, because we want to help people on a much wider scale. Myself and Sarah are going to keep all our top tips and go, if they're just for us, we're going to have all the success and all of the greatness in our lives and not share it. That's not what makes us happy. What makes us happy is seeing you guys succeed and seeing that we help you as well. So let us help you and let us share that success. So please get that sharing and get your comments and questions coming. I just want to make one more point as well before we get started. So myself and Sarah went through a phase where we didn't really know what our passions were and we were seeking our passion, and that can be a very difficult time for people. So if you're watching this now live or on replay and you're finding that you really don't know what it is, but you know there's something inside of you meant to be doing, then we've been there, we know that. And my message to you is keep striving, keep looking, keep seeking, keep following those breadcrumbs. Do not give up, because you are on the verge and on the cusp of finding something. And we do have a course. This course isn't for you, but we do have a course that would really help you. It's called Limitless Academy, and it's our self-study academy, and it's on our website, and we will post the link so you've got that, because we really want to make sure we look after people. And Sarah said something earlier today. She said, what we do, whenever I say this, I could do the panic on her face.
What did I say? I can't remember.
Take people under our wings. And she said it and didn't even realise what she said. And I didn't want to stop her because she was in flow talking about something. But I was like, yeah, that's exactly what we do. We are like, well, this can sound awful, like big-headed now, but we are earth angels, and we literally put our wings around you all. We love you all so much, and our passion is to help you achieve your dreams. Don't get emotional, Katie, but it is because the reason we're so passionate about that is because we hunted for our dreams for so long and felt so lost for so long, that now we want everyone to have that love, that success, that joy that we have. And that's what we do. We wrap our wings around you and we support you. So if you are seeking whatever it is that you're seeking, we are there for you. We still care about you. We still love you, and we still support you 100%. good luck with that, and really keep striving. So that is the course for you. So let's have a look. We've got all these questions coming.
There are lots of questions. I am just going to obviously just to guide people, because obviously our time is limited today, but don't worry, we have 4 amazing biz camp sessions back to back next week to get you moving and to be accountable and to have fun with the universe and spirit. But just say the questions today are for those who've already found their businesses that they're working in and have specific business related questions, because obviously Katie and I go live a lot of the time answering various questions, but today's focus is business related, so where you're at with things in your business as well, and any sticking points you may have, or I don't like the word blocks, but any kind of sticking points or things you're not clear about, where you're lacking clarity, anything like that, or any struggles that you're having. What is it in your businesses that isn't working for you at the minute that Kate and I can tune into spirit and universe and guide you on? And also, guys, when you work with us in the academy, you're going to learn how to tune into spirit and universal guidance. You do not have, as Katie just said, you don't have to be a psychic medium or a law of attraction coach to tune into these energy fields. I am not a psychic medium, and I work with spirit daily now. So you can all do this as well. But for the benefit of today, this is about live Q&As and thrashing out your business questions for you. So I'm sort of looking at the questions this end as well. So the first couple aren't necessarily business related, so we sort of just want to go to the businessy ones, I think, Katie. So we're getting a lot of questions. We want to help you as much as we can.
Keep them coming, guys. So, keep them coming. We'll get to as many of you as we possibly can. So please keep them coming.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Beth's comment, obviously. Right, okay, so we've got some business questions coming through here. How do I best move forward? I don't know whether that's the last or first question, actually. I don't know. I've got a question from Mandy, but I don't know. I don't know what order they're coming in. I'm just going to go. I'm going to trust the universe and spirit know what they're doing. I'm just going to move through the questions as they come up at our end, shall we?
Good.
So
yes. Someone said Mandy. Let me just find Mandy.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Mandy. Hi, Sarah and Katie. How do I best move forward after a number of false starts? So I actually know you quite well, my darling, but I'm just going to tune into that as well. I guess, are you definitely, because you already know quite a lot about law of attraction, I don't know whether you know so much about spirit, but are you always following the universal guidance you're getting? Are you following the nudges and the impulses? Because what most people don't do, this is what's different about Kate and I with our businesses, which is why they've just grown so quickly, like so fast compared to our corporate careers that we had for years before. A lot of people get guidance from, you know, gut feelings, impulses, inspired actions, but they let their egos talk them out of moving with them. And the guidance I'm getting for you is maybe the false starts that you've had before, maybe you haven't been following universal guidance in the right way, or you've been trying to put strategy in, or maybe you've been moving with what you think you should do rather than what you're being guided to do. Because in business, so often we think we should have a strategy and a plan and have it all mapped out before we move. But Kate and I don't work like that. We literally just play and follow whatever guidance we're given, even when it makes no sense. The Business Bestie special offer for the Academy being a classic example of that. We don't question why we've been given that guidance. We're like, right, okay, we've got it. Let's put that offer out to you guys. So that's the guidance I'm getting for you, Amandeep. So it may be something just to reflect. And are you doing what you're passionate about? Or are you getting bogged down in the admin stuff as well that isn't making your heart sing? Because you should be spending at least 75% of your time in your business doing only the stuff that you love. And that, if that means non-income generating activity, that's where you should be spending your time, because when you're happy, that's when universe and spirit bring you all the guidance and clarity and abundance and prosperity along with all of that as well. So that's what I have to offer on that. Katie, darling.
Right, so completely agree with Sarah there. So Mandeep, I feel like you need to let go of crossing the T's and dotting the I's. I'm sat there with a pad and I'm filling everything out and I'm thinking, right, that email goes, then I need to update this, then I have to send this, and then I have to make sure that that process is there first, and then I'm going to do this. Oh, do I need to have staff? what do I need to do? And I'm jumping, I'm here, there, I'm everywhere. Whereas I want you, and this is when I say I am, this is spirit, sorry. I want you to play some music and make it light, make your life lighter, bring lots of light into your life, make it easier for yourself, and just move when you've got a basic outline of what's going to happen. Take the first tiny step. This is going to be terrifying for you at first because you do like to have everything in order and you do like to make sure you've done everything 110% perfectly, and that's great because you've got that attention to detail, but try and let that go a little bit. Like Sarah said, go with more of the inspired action, just move, the rest becomes clearer. You're going to have to change your ways a little bit so that you don't feel like you're having such false starts, because the false starts are coming because, and they feel like false starts, but they're not. They feel like that because you put so much into them that you're not getting out what you set out to achieve, because you put so much energy into them, so then you feel deflated. So go back a little bit, go back and just be lighter, be less detailed, be less detailed. You can not make it up as you go along, but you can make the plans and changes as you need to implement them. So you do not need to have it all mapped out perfectly. You need to let go of that, because that's what's causing you resistance and stopping you from having flow and ease and grace, because you want to embrace this into your working pattern, but you're struggling to do that because it's so alien to you at the same time. So you've got to learn to trust with it. You've got to learn to step back, step away from it. But please, they've just said, can you let light in? So I don't know what that, I think it really means like physical light. Can you light candles, let light in, let the light into the world around you, let the lighter energy in as well, lighter energy. Play some silly music, play something fun. Sarah laughs because I play gangster rap and I go down to stay with her, and she's like,
it's like hilarious. I'm sorry, what psychic mediums play gangster rap? Katie Helliwell, it's hilarious.
Like, what is this music? And Belle's just like looking at me. So what is this? But like, do that, bring it in. And like, I had Sarah dancing with it, so do some dancing, let go of things, let it be lighter. It doesn't have to be hard. Take away that notion out of your head that it has to be hard. Whoever's told you that, that's holding you back. So let go, be light, let the music in, let the flow in, and just go into it more, because I feel like you're going to get the most out of it then, the absolute most. But at the moment, you're going to feel that frustration, and please change it. You've not had any full starts. You've had little learning lessons. They're not full starts, not at all. Okay, so I hope that helps, darling. Mwah, sending you big loves.
Love that. Love that. Right, Jeannie, I'm actually going to pronounce your name correctly for the first time. Jeannie, not Jeanne. Sorry, darling. Right, question. Best way for me to reach and help even more people. So, again, do you want me to go first on that, Katie?
Yeah,
or do you want to go first?
I'm just going to find it. Yeah.
So best way for me to reach and help even more people. So first of all, Kate, this is where it gets so much fun. So Kate and I don't really coach strategy unless it's inspired. So I'm not going to sit here and say, go and create loads of funnels, go and do loads of stuff. Actually, let's get the energy fields flowing to you. So start feeling that you're already helping so many people, and feeling into that energy, because what you feel, you attract more of. Kate and I, similar to you, we're here to help millions, and there are times where our egos kick in and we're like, we're not helping millions yet, come on, we want to kind of get moving. But actually that energy is going to kind of limit the guidance that you get from universe and spirit. So start falling in love with those that you are really helping now, and be aware of the ego saying you're not helping enough is the first thing. Just be aware of that energy, and start really journaling around the fact that you are already helping even more people, because Katie and I don't execute things to do certain things. We feel the energy of what it is that we want to achieve, and then we follow the guidance that the universe and spirit gives us, no matter what that is, even if it makes no logical sense, which we've said before as well. So I'm not going to say you need to build a funnel or do anything like that. You just need to start falling in love with everyone that you're serving now, really journaling and feeling the energy that you are serving more people. And from that, you will get massive clarity. You will get all cooperative components start coming into your experience. That will all start sorting itself out for you. So can you see how the way Kate and I work is so different? There is literally no point doing something like trying to force and reach to helping more people, actually fall in love with where you are now, and then all the clarity will come. And Katie and I never know how spirit and universe are going to guide each person, because everybody's kind of got their own universe and spirit guide map, and only you can tap into it. And Kate and I are here to show you how to tap into your own roadmap and then to play with that. So that's the main thing I'm getting for you, is really, and I don't know why I'm getting it so strongly, but I am, ditch all strategy for you and play and love where you are now, and then watch the magic happen. That's what I have. What you say to.
Totally agree, darling. Totally agree. Sarah's completely right with that. And I think this course will be massively helpful for you. It really will. This academy will give you everything, all the tools, Jan. And I just want to say to everybody here, sometimes if your business starts to stagnate a little bit, or if your numbers or your mailing list or however you measure your success starts to sort of standardise at a certain number, and that's it, standardise, Spirit, what on earth does that mean? Stabilise even at a certain number. If it starts to do that, usually it's a sign that there's something about to go in another direction. So there's either going to be something new coming into your business, a new area for you to expand in, or there's going to be some sort of growth in some direction. So pay attention to that, and don't see that as you're not reaching the right audience, you're not getting to where you should be. Usually it's a sign that it's about to go into another niche or another angle, and they're trying to get your attention a little bit, trying to draw your attention. And I feel that's exactly what it is for you, darling. So I feel that with you, I feel like there's a niche to your business, there's a niche to it that you've almost just slightly uncovering, you're slightly becoming slightly aware of. Only just, it's almost like you've become aware of it, but then you've disregarded it almost, or you thought no. But there's a niche to your business, and there's an actual area that if you home in on it, and just let it, don't force this. Like Sarah said, it will happen naturally. The strategic element of this will happen naturally. But there is an area that you haven't looked at the moment, and a niche to your business where you will be homing in. And when you home in, I've had to write this down so I don't forget, home in on that missing niche, it will grow rapidly. That's where it will grow for you. So just pay attention at the moment to the fact that maybe you're not reaching the masses at the moment. That's okay, but there's a niche. So I want you to stop and just take a look at your business, and just take a look at where you're helping people at the moment. Like Sarah said, fall in love with where you are right now. Have a look at where you're helping people right now, and have a look, is there anywhere that you feel in your deep inside you? So as Sarah said, the universe is within you. Have a look deep inside you and just see if there's some other area where you're missing the niche, because I feel like you've regarded it and then you've disregarded it. So please regard it again, that's saying, please regard it again, because that niche is your ticket to reaching a much larger audience and growing. And I can tell it's growing because they send me a flower budding. So they send me the flower as a bud, and then they send it me growing up like that. Okay, so if you can watch that and let it flower and let it blossom, that would be amazing. That would be fantastic. You can watch it then. Just shine and grow. Okay, so really look into that. But if you are, so for you others that are watching as well, if your numbers are stagnating, or if you feel that you're not having the growth you want, don't worry about it at all. Just stop, look at who you've got so far, and look at your business, and look at the niche element. Because when we niche into something, that's where we shine, that's where we grow. When it's something you feel in your heart that you can't wait to serve and you can't wait to share. So.
And I would say on that as well, it's just so interesting. There's a lot of questions I can see here about people wanting to be people being law of attraction coaches and stuff as well. On the niche thing, if you follow the guidance you're given, which is all the stuff we're going to be teaching in the academy and doing warm-ups for in the biz camp next week, you will all find your niches, but don't dismiss them. So like Katie said, for you, darling, move with the niche that you were given, don't dismiss it. But I have trained about 12 people now, maybe more, to be manifesting coaches, and every single person has got their own niche because they're letting the universe guide them, and there's never any competition, never any lack. So don't always feel like you have to hunt for the ticket to your success. Just let universe and spirit guide you, and follow everything. Don't dismiss it, is what I just wanted to add to that as well. I'm totally losing track of questions on my laptop.
It's your job is to just stay open and stay that clear container, be receptive to it. And if you feel you're not open, that's when I would stop and I would look at my business and go, okay, where am I doing well? And just have a little, like an overview, just an overview. That's not pushing, that's not being hard. Just have a look at the overview of it. But she's saying, Sarah, it makes sense. She knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. And the other thing I am just going to say, sorry, universe is flowing through me a lot. When my numbers stagnate, which is just an egoic thing anyway, it's not actually real. But when I have a week and I'm like, oh, I haven't had as many people join my Facebook group this week, I don't go out there and seek people to join my group. I just get into alignment. Like, I do things that feel good. I love my tribe hard, like you guys. Kate and I love you both so much. And I just focus on feeling good. And then the numbers of people finding my work and reaching out to me, people I've never met before, increase, because it's not about physical action always equals direct results. It's about the energy that you're sending out to the universe. The universe and spirit will then start bringing you all these things towards you. So that's another thing. It's very differently to how Kate and I coach as well. Building your audience isn't always about taking loads of physical action to do that. It's actually feel good and let universe and spirit start bringing stuff towards you as well. So that's just another thing I wanted to add on to that as well. Totally. So the way Kate and I work is way more about ease and grace, and actually you just sit there and let everything come to you. Yes, there's action that's good to take, but it has to feel aligned, which is stuff we'll touch on in the biz camp next week and go into a lot in the academy as well. Kate, are you able to keep track of the questions? Because on my laptop they're all coming up in a random order, so I'm just trying to go into my iPad. Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah, they are.
Can we just say, guys, Hendra normally feeds us the questions, but she's poorly. She's got a migraine today, so if we can all send her love, and if you could just bear with Kate and I not having the efficient Hendra in the background streamlining all the questions for us. So obviously everything happens for a reason.
Then you like Hendra, if you are watching, I hope you're resting. Okay, so I'm just going to close down from Gian. Okay, I don't think I've said the name right. I'm very, very sorry, darling, but I do love your name.
Jeannie.
Okay, Jeannie. Right. We're terrible, aren't we, at names?
Questions.
Oh, that was me last week. I had every device on and it would not work.
Can you see the questions you're in, Katie?
Yeah,
if not, I'll have to go back into the laptop, but they won't be in any order. I'll just have to pick.
I'm going to go to Ray. So Ray's saying, hi, lovely. I'm lacking clarity on how to tell people, advertise my handmade business. I have lots of inspired actions on designs, etc., but struggle with clarity in this area. Okay, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I think when you're trying to, I feel right. Sorry, can you read the question out again?
Yeah, of course. Hi, lovely. I'm lacking clarity on how to tell people, advertise my handmade business. I have lots of inspired actions on designs, etc., but struggle with the clarity in this area.
Okay, so tell people and advertise. Okay, so again, I would just say, darling, because you're very attuned to working with spirit and law of attraction. Kate and I know that. I would say for you, I don't really advertise what I do. I sort of just be me and feel my dream soul clients coming to me and feel their energy, and I make sure I match everything I want my dream soul clients to be like, and I just feel into their energy, and then they sort of just start coming to me. And always whenever I launch something, people come out of nowhere and want to work with me. Like, I don't even know where they come from. We don't need to. Spirit and universe will literally bring you everything you need all of the time. And I would definitely say be journaling about the fact you are helping loads and loads of people. That's what I do all the time, is just feel this energy that I'm serving millions. And so what I've always done since day one of my business, and Katie is probably the same, is I just do what I love. I do my thing, and I don't really worry too much about advertising necessarily. It's like people pick up on your energy and just start finding you. I do think Facebook and doing lives are brilliant if they are aligned to you. Again, Katie and I will never make anyone do anything because it has to feel aligned to you. But I think when you're really passionate about what you're doing, and you're sending the right energy out to the universe and spirit, like, stuff starts coming towards you anyway. So I think the other thing for you, the clarity I'm getting for you, is lose the notion you have to go out and find these people and you have to advertise to find these people. You don't have to do any of that. If you're holding the energy and vibration and feeling that energy of them coming towards you, you're going to get clients coming towards you and the right people seeing what it is that you're doing anyway. And then momentum starts to build. So that's what I would say for you. Lose the notion you need to advertise and go out and find people. That is a real common misunderstanding in business, having, you know, been in PR and the corporate world for years, is that you have to go out and find business. You don't. You just need to vibrate the energy and stuff will start to come to you anyway. So that's what I get for you. Lose the energy. You have to go out and find them, and that they're external to you. We're all one. We're all connected anyway. We're all extensions of the universe. Actually feel that they're already there. And remember, we're not here to serve every single person on the planet. No one is. That's why everyone's different. You're here to serve your dream soul clients. So it's about starting to emanate the energy that you're going to be really selective about who actually finds your stuff and buys your stuff as well. It's not actually about it necessarily needing to appeal to everybody. And again, and we do this in the academy as well, like dream soul client lists and things. When you start feeling the energy of those, suddenly the energy just switches from you thinking you need to find clients to actually, I am so picky about the client I want to work with, or the customer that buys my products, and you literally just switch and become way more magnetic anyway. Sorry, Katie, I feel like I'm waffling. Go.
No, you're not at all. That's completely true. And that's exactly what Spirit's opinion is on it as well. So rather than thinking about how you can get all of this into the right people for your market, rather than thinking like that, you're really enjoying what you're doing. I can feel that you're happy. I can feel that you're settled. So what I would advise to you is that you bless them. All right, they want you to start making videos. So make this fun. You've enjoyed this. You enjoy the inspiration. You enjoy making. So rather than feeling like you haven't got the clarity, why not show how you've got to this point? So show yourself making what you make. Show yourself little short videos, or talk about your journey. So, sorry, let me be clear. Show videos on you making what you make. So little how-to videos, or what's inspired you, what you go out and purchase, what the process is, that sort of thing. So you can get in front of people and people can see it. And then also show about what made you get to this point. Talk about your journey. And if that's too raw at the moment, have it sort of documented somewhere so you can release it as and when you feel ready to, as and when you feel ready to share. Remember, you don't have to do anything at all in any time frame that you don't feel comfortable, and you don't have to release anything about yourself that doesn't feel good in order to boost sales. That's not what we're about. But if your items are inspired, they're inspirational, let people get to know who it is behind these items, who the person is. Because people fall in love with you. People fall in love with your energy, your incredible energy. You've got a beautiful vibe about you. Very, very kind, very loving. Let people feel that. Let people see that. So what else did I write down? Yeah, talk about where the inspiration comes from. So, you know, when you say that you receive inspired ideas, where do these inspired ideas come from? When do they download to you? Most of mine are in the shower, for example, which is kind of embarrassing, but they come to me in the shower. So where are yours? Where are you when you get it? Talk about it, share it, because I feel like that's what's going to attract people to you. That's, like Sarah said, you're not trying to reach a massive number. You're not trying to, well, you might be, but you're not trying to reach everybody. Start seeing how you can actually get the right people towards you. The right people that will come towards you to purchase whatever it is that you're making are the people that will be inspired by you, the face behind the product, the face behind the purpose. And you know what? I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you'll feel a bit weird at first, but I think you're going to really enjoy it. I think you're going to enjoy sharing it. And when you've touched people, because I feel like your story is going to touch lots of people, then that's what's going to give you inspiration to grow even more, even bigger, even stronger. And it's going to be ever evolving. And Spirit is saying, don't worry, it won't be a massive fast pace that you can't cope with. I feel like it's going to be built at a steady pace that you feel comfortable with. And the tools that we coach in the academy will really, really help you with regards to your mindset, staying strong, how to deal with all the limiting beliefs that crop up in business, all of the things that you're experiencing, because people seem to think, sorry, this is me just saying something else here that's inspired. People seem to think that once you've found your passion, that's it, you're done. That's it. You can sit back and relax. But it doesn't work that way, because even though we found our passions, and me and Sarah every day wake up and work with those passions, and everybody who runs their businesses watching does the same, you will still see these things that crop up that bother you. You'll still have limiting beliefs. You'll still have things where you feel like you're being tested. You'll still have all of these things where you feel like you're not good enough, or your service has gone, or your inspired action stopped. What do I do? You will always, always have that. And that's because you're ever evolving, ever expanding. But what we coach you is the tools to deal with that. So when me and Sarah have these moments, we know how to work and get through it. And we know exactly what we need to do to get ourselves back in full alignment. And that's what we want to coach for you all. It's not to say you found your passion, you're good, off you go, see you later. It's not at all like that. It's to say these are the tools that get you going forward. And I feel like that's the thing with you, Ray, that we need to just get you to the point where you've got all of those tools ready to continue to grow and flourish like the beautiful flower that you are supposed to grow to. Okay. Does that make sense? I feel like I've gone off on a tangent now. We're terrible together.
I love it. I think there's a really interesting question from Carmen, actually, that's kind of similar to what you were just saying. So Carmen's just said, love my business, love what I get to do every day. With your ladies' help, I've learned to really just trust my instincts. Bear with. It's like I don't seem to have a block about money, but more about a block around success, which Katie and I can totally relate to. It's like I don't feel worthy. I don't know how to get past it. I'm doing a lot of law of attraction, personal development. Feel like I'm working too hard. That's the first thing we need to stop, actually. Whenever I go into a difficult phase, I actually pull back from all work and just nurture, which is get something Kate and I will be coaching you as well. I feel like I'm working too hard and just can't seem to get past it, and just feel like the knock-on effect, sorry, my screen keeps flicking up. I can't read the rest of that comment now.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I don't know how to get past it. I'm doing a lot of law of attraction and personal development and feel like I'm working too hard, but I can't just seem to get past it, and just feel like the knock-on effect is that I'm not attracting the people I know I'm meant to help. I'm keeping the success I'm destined for at arm's length. Oh, darling.
So this is really interesting. This is something Kate and I say a lot as well. I would go away, and this just right. This can be part of your soul work over the weekend before we actually go into the biz camp sessions next week. Write down all the reasons why you don't want success, because this is what the ego does. And everything that Katie's just said to Ray before, wherever you are in your business, your ego will come up and try and tell you claptrap, basically. You know, I know when I had my first 10k month, my ego went mental, for example, going, well, you're not worthy, who are you to, you know, earn that, all that kind of stuff. So, and you know, is it that you're scared you're not going to be able, you know, I had a client once who was scared of what they were doing becoming so big they wouldn't actually be able to handle the workload, for example. Look at why you're scared of success, like why, and is it a self-worth thing actually, or is it that you're scared you're not going to be able to cope with what's going to come your way when the business goes big? And what Kate and I coach is that wherever you are in your business, if you're following guidance from law of attraction and spirit, they will always bring you everything you need at that time, because it is very easy. If you think about your big dream, if you think about your dream business and the enormity of it, sometimes it can feel overwhelming. But any mismatch in energy where you're feeling actually overwhelmed by your success is actually going to slow your success down, because you're not in full alignment to it. So when you actually look at what's coming up for you, why is it that you're scared, then you can start tackling those beliefs. And perhaps that's one of the things we can take you guys through on the biz camp sessions next week, is how to move through these limiting beliefs as well. I think the self-worth thing, again, that's something we can look at next week. It's something we will obviously go into a lot in the academy, because everything Kate just said about, we give you tools that you will use for the rest of your life, because I still have it now. Katie still has it now. There are days where your ego will try and kind of trip you up, and it's just about disempowering those things. But we just need to get clarity about why you are scared of the success at the moment, because once you know that, then we can address those things in the sessions next week. Do you have any suggestions, Katie, as well?
Totally, Carmen. Firstly, Carmen, Spirit have said, be thankful that this has come up now rather than when you're well established and where you're on your career.
Definitely.
Because what they're actually doing for you, don't think these limiting beliefs or these worries cropping up are actually holding you back. They're not. They're giving you the solid foundations that you need, and well done to you for recognising them so early on. You should be very, very grateful to yourself for that and for actually picking up. And it's, some people get them and then they just push them under the carpet, and then when they're successful they have like a breakdown, or you know, something goes wrong, or they sabotage their own businesses because they don't believe that they deserve it, because they didn't deal with it from the very early days in the beginning. So well done to you, and don't see this as a negative thing, see it as a bad thing. It's good, it's highlighted. And you know what, you wouldn't have known of these limiting beliefs or these problems unless you've been moving either. So you're actually doing everything right. You're doing everything that we coach, because you've moved when it hasn't become clear. You've moved and you've started to uncover fears. You've now acknowledged the fears and you're starting to address them. So our academy would be perfect for you, because you're already following the natural path and progression that we coach, and we will give you the tools to go through that and to deal with it. But first things first, just be kinder to yourself and write down what it actually is. Like Sarah said, the best way to deal with this and get through it is addressing what it actually is. So spirits have highlighted it very early on for a very, very big reason. And one is to get you to address it, deal with it, and move on, because they've obviously got bigger and better plans for you. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay to move forward and keep going, even when you don't fully believe in yourself, because spirit and your guardian angels and the universe believes in you, and they'll have you back regardless, as long as you're moving with love and inspired action. Even if there's a little bit of a fear there, that's good. That's good fear. I always move with fear every single day, and you know, it doesn't stop me, it just shows that I'm ever growing, ever expanding. That's exactly the same for you, Carmen. So just feel like, don't stop and think, right, this has cropped up now, I need to write down everything I'm worried about, and then until every single one of those is cleared, I'm not moving forward. No, we don't do it like that. So what they want you to do is be aware of what it actually is that's holding you back. Be aware of what the word success means to you. What is it, and why are you working so hard? Where has that notion come from? Look into that. Is it because you feel that it comes at a price? Success comes at a price. You know, pay attention to that, but also don't dwell on it. We don't dwell, me and Sarah. We don't tend to look back too badly. We acknowledge things, and then we just try and move on. We move forward, ever moving forward, ever expanding. Remember, your soul wants to go forward all the time. So just be aware of it and go, okay. So for me, I can totally relate to this, because I was exactly the same with success. I was so terrified. I thought I'd end up with haters. I thought I'd end up with people calling me a witch. I thought I'd have all these silly things. So I wouldn't go live publicly for a long time. I thought people would judge my Birmingham accent. I thought there'd be all sorts of things, all these silly things crop up. But you know what? I still did it. And I still moved forward, because I always say, and this is what Sarah says to me sometimes when I'm a bit nervous to do something. She's like, well, go back to your bigger vision. What's your bigger vision with this? Well, my bigger vision is to help millions and to help everyone with my gift. And like, how can I do that if I hide? How can I do that if I hide away? I couldn't, could I? So go back to your big vision, Carmen, and go back to it and just see that you've got bigger plans that are greater than the fear. The fear is there for a reason. Keep us showing that we're caring, to be aware of it. That's great. But don't let it ever stop you succeeding. Don't let it ever paralyze you. Don't let it ever stop you. And even if the fear is strong at one moment in time, and there is a period where right now maybe you need to stop for a little bit, in some respects, or slow down, you still are working. You're still moving forward. Sorry, Spirit, I'm making this sound a bit gobbledygook. But so I hope you're all still with me. But basically what they're saying is you're always going to have these fears, but address it, get it dealt with, but don't stop to address it. Still move forward whilst addressing it, because that's exactly where you're going to keep moving the momentum forward, and you'll be winning and you'll come out on top. But just write down what it is that you feel success is. And I feel like there's somebody in your family or someone around you where you've seen success, but it actually hasn't been that great, and that's sort of playing on your mind. So I don't know who that is or what that actually is. So yeah, just have a look and see what that reason is, where you've got this knowledge that success is stressful, or it means someone's going to not like you, or you're going to lose friends, or your life changes dramatically. Have a look at that notion and disregard it, disempower it, turn it round 360 and look at it the other way. But the coaching tools in the academy will really help you, as will the sessions next week as well. They will really massively help you. One more thing, Carmen. Sorry, as Sarah said about Business Bestie, So we lean on each other immensely, don't we, Sarah? Like immensely. Anything wrong with my business, Sarah's the person I go to, and likewise. So get yourself a business bestie, get someone that's on your wavelength and has the growth and expansion plans that you have as well, and offload to them. Okay, so I feel like that will really help you. Just sorry.
And actually next week when we do the biz camp sessions, we're going to be encouraging you to really get to know each other, because yeah, everything Katie just said, it is so important you have someone that's 1,000% behind you and believes in your vision as much as you do. And Katie and I lean on each other so much for that, and that is exactly the energy we want to create in the biz camp and in the academy as well. We want you to create relationships and friendships for life that you can always lean on each other, because we're all in this together. So there's just a question that's jumped out for me here, and I'm going to answer it a bit controversially. Marianne just said, my business has evolved massively over the past couple of years as I align with my purpose and is quite different to what I started. How do I reposition myself as I continue to evolve without confusing my custom base? Now, Katie's guidance might be different, but I would just say you don't need to reposition yourself. You are naturally going to evolve. It sounds like you're doing amazingly, because you've said it's evolved massively as you've aligned with your purpose. And from here on in, my darling, you're always going to evolve and expand, because that's what we are here to do. This is what most people don't understand that don't work with law of attraction and spirit. So I would say wherever you are in your business, your dream soul clients, the people you attract to you, are always going to shift as you shift. As you expand and evolve, your dream soul client base will expand and evolve as well. I don't think you need to worry about confusing your custom base. You just need to come on and do what you're passionate about every single day, and those that are the right match for you at that moment in time will come forward, and you will be able to help them and serve them and have huge impact on their lives. I will have been doing my business for 2 years in May. I'm evolving and expanding all the time. And I very much settle into the energy that my dream soul clients will always know they want to work with me, and my dream soul clients will be different as I evolve, and that's part of the journey. And I don't worry about confusing my custom base. Yes, some people may think I launch lots of different things, but that's who I am at soul level, and it's about embracing that and just being the best version of you and following the guidance you're given. And if some people don't resonate with that, that's okay, but there'll be a whole new selection of people that will do, because that's why if everybody moves with universal spirit guidance, we're all going to be doing slightly different things. So actually everyone's always looked after, and there's always someone there to help them, but you just have to stay true to your guidance. And again, I would just shift the energy of, am I going to be confusing my custom base? You're not. As you evolve, you will always attract different people. I attract different clients now to what I attracted 2 years ago when I started. And so just be aware of the ego, because that's quite egoic, thinking you're going to confuse your custom base. Let go of old school ways of thinking and running your businesses. You're working with energy fields here that 95+% of the population don't understand. You don't need to worry about confusing your custom base. You just need to worry about following your guidance that you're given and moving with your passion and purpose as you're doing. And those that are meant to stay with you on that journey or come into your journey at different stages of it will be there. So that's my guidance on that. I know, Katie, you have to go in a couple of minutes. So do you have anything you want to add to that, sweetie?
Yeah, sorry everyone, I have to go in a moment, but I'm just going to say, Mariana, I love your question, and exactly what Sarah said. Even if you don't evolve as a business and don't change anything, you stayed stagnated in the same message over and over again, which is absolutely fine, by the way, everyone, if that's what you're passionate about. Even if you did that, your clientele is going to change, because people will come in and they'll get what they need from you at that moment in time, and they will leave you as that moment in time, or some of them do stay with you long term. So even if you weren't to evolve, your customers would come through differently as well. The first rule of what spirit and law of attraction always coach together is never build a concept, product, coaching program, service to appease your current audience. That is going against every other business strategy that I've ever read. but it works.
I feel like saying, preach, Katie, preach.
Exactly.
Hear me now.
Myself
and it's
and
so true. That's what everybody does wrong.
Yeah, myself and Sarah never sit down together and go, right, we've got this amount of audience, this is the industry they work in, what can we build to appease them and to sell to them? Do we? Heck no. We go, darling, what is it that's setting your soul on fire at the moment? What is it Spirit is saying? What is it the universe is saying to you, Sarah? What's coming through? What is it that you can't wait to actually speak about and share? That's what we deliver. Yeah. So you get the content.
I've got so many goosebumps for you, by the way. Like, you need to hear that. The universe is going crazy.
It's like, that's what you need to be delivering. So Mariana, lose that notion of what it actually is of confusing your audience, because by having that thought process in your mind at the moment, it's going to slow down the inspired action for you, and maybe stop you and make you stop and question everything. And then when we stop and question everything, then we all get confused, and clarity's gone, we feel lost, we feel alone, and then we continue to go down that path. Stop that now and just think, right, okay, I'm evolving, I'm expanding, and you're an inspiration that you expand, that you evolve. This is amazing, and this is great. So the clients that need you will be there for you, and you show up, you'll magnetically get them towards you. They will magnetically draw themselves to you. And we go into the academy on how to get your ideal clients towards you as well. But that's exactly what's going to happen. So lose sight of that and don't worry. I will just say one thing to you that I've done in my business. So I've got my psychic business, and I've got my spiritual business coach, and I also work with Sarah, and I run an e-commerce website. So I've got my fingers in a few pies here, because that's what I like to do. Some people sound crazy. Some people say, should I focus on one thing? No, I love all those things. So that's me, and I feel inspired to do that. So I did set up a different group to just talk about business. I did, because that felt inspired to me. It wasn't because I didn't want to confuse my audience. It's just that felt good to me. So always go with what feels good for you, and just really, that was always the best way. And what Sarah taught me from very early on, law of attraction, was what's right for you is right for everyone. And that is always stuck with me. She said that sentence to me like week 2 when I started, and it's just stuck with me. It's so, so true. So let spirit work through you, let the inspiration come, and just never try and appease the audience. And that goes for all of you. Never appease your audience. Never put a poll out and say, what is it you're looking to see? No, what is it you can't wait to share? What is it that your angels and spirit and the universe are trying to get you to pay attention to? That's what you share, not what your audience wants. We go against all that, and I promise you it will work. Just trust us, just trust us. Preach. Wow.
So that is why most people's businesses are hard, because they're doing it all the wrong way around. They do like client, you know, I don't know, like market research and stuff. And I worked in PR, and if you're inspired to do it, then do it. But even those that have been inspired to do it under the coaching Katie and I have come back, and it's just not work. You have to do what the universe and spirit are screaming through you to do. So I would, I hope that helps, Marianne, darling. But look at the success you've had in the last 2 years. What you're doing is working. So don't let ego get in the way now and try and slow you down. I've got so many goosebumps now, and I know Katie has to go. She does have another call now. But guys, we're going to be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday next week at 1 p.m. GMT for massive biz camp, momentum, accountability, movement, and just playing. These have just been a couple of warm-up sessions. So we are going to be live here 1 o'clock GMT next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. In the meantime, check out our Limitless in Business Academy. We would love to work with you and serve you. There are special offers running for the next 12 days only. I'll put the links above this video straight afterwards. In the meantime, Kate and I love you beyond words, and we cannot wait for the real Biz Camp sessions next week. It's going to be a lot of fun, but get ready to move and play, and we cannot wait to see you there.
We can't wait. Thank you. Can I just say, there's a couple of people that just said that they've just found us. So if you've just found us, you've just found across us, lovely to meet you. Please go and check out our website. Get to know who we are, and if you have any questions, please just let us know. We love to meet you newbies and see if we can help more and more people. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We love you all so much.
We love you. Have an amazing weekend. See you at 1 o'clock on Monday.
Love you all. Bye.
Take care.